All right, folks, we've got Aaron Corbs here on the show. We've just finished what I've mentioned is one of the best episodes of the show in recent times. So head over to the Trading Up podcast to hear that. It went for about 50 minutes, 55 minutes. Aaron drops not just some technical analysis trading gems, but also one of the best psychological trading mindset bits of advice, tip, call it what you want, hack that I've heard on the show, and that's over 200 episodes. So guys, go and check that out. Links below the video if you're on the YouTube channel. Today we're going to walk through one of his volume profile trading opportunities of recent times, and bearing in mind that the market is extremely volatile at the moment. This is the SP 500, and we've had this massive drop in recent days, weeks. This is my first day of isolation in lockdown in New Zealand. So over to you, Aaron. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, big time. Thank you for being so generous with your words. What we're looking at here is the S&P 500, like Cam just said, and we had to go back a couple days to find just a clear setup that was not as murky. To his point, everything right now is gone nuts, specifically with the products that I'm looking for. And so this is going back just a couple of days. This is looking on Friday. Okay, but here's the setup that we have. And I'll walk through it very briefly, but this is one that you can start finding immediately. And you can look to not go out there and just trade it live, but look to start incorporating this, doing some demo trades, testing this yourself, building up your own skill with it, and then incorporate it to the trades you look for, because it's very, very high quality. All right. So the way that this trade works, and this is data that's been back tested a little over 2,000 days, understanding that there's around 250 trading days a year, this is bringing in years worth of data. And the way that this tells us is that when we open up in range in value, okay, for those of you not familiar with profiling, this gray area is the value area. Everything outside of that would be just the rest of the profile. And this is where 70% of all the trades happen. So if we were to open and we were to be up here, well, we opened up in range, but we were not in value. So this trade does not set up. If we were to open up, let's say up here, where we opened out of range, again, this trade does not set up. It has to be an open in range in value. Okay. So once we have that, the way that the data tells us is when we open in range in value, there's a very high percentage of this, over 90% chance that we're going to revisit the previous point of control, which would have been this pink line running straight through. All right. So that's the information. And here's how we trade it. When we open up in range in value on the ES, what we need to see is some type of a move away from the point of control. If we open up and we just drop straight to the point of control, well, then it was a good idea, but it didn't give us an entry. All right. And then if it moves higher, we don't want to just get in at any random place. As traders, we always want to make sure that we're getting good prices. And something that would really help your trading is just making sure when you get in, you're leaning up against something intelligent, right? So in this case, we opened in range in value. We chopped around for a little bit, tested slightly lower, and then we moved higher, testing the value area high of the previous day. We tested it. We held inside of value. This right here would have been a beautiful spot if you're looking to trade this to hit the shorts, okay? Hit the shorts. If we kept drifting higher, then you could have used a discretionary stop to take it off and then look for an additional area to get in on. This one held perfectly, so this would have just been one and done here. But the target would be the naked point of control, which in this case would have been down here. So we open in range in value. We move away from the point of control up against some type of a level we can lean against, something that would be support or resistance. You'll hit the short, take that down to the previous point of control. And that's the setup. I call it the naked tractor beam. It's very powerful. It's definitely one that you would want to incorporate, or at least start looking and seeing if there's an edge there for you.
Brilliant. Look, that's fantastic stuff. Was it the naked tractor beam? Great name for the setup. Look, Aaron, thank you very much for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure having you. And as I said, guys, if you want to find out more about how Aaron approaches the market and his full backstory as well, along with that massive trading mindset hack, then please head over to the tradingnut.com website. Now, before we wrap up, what's the best way for the guys to get hold of you?
Again, probably on Twitter, just at Aaron Corbs. You can hit me up there.
Brilliant. Okay. All right. Well, thank you once again for coming on. And guys, hopefully you found this useful.